Dependency injection. Angular JavaScript comes with a built-in dependency injection mechanism. It facilitates you to divide your application into multiple different types of components. Wait, I think this was the way we have been learning a concept since our childhood, right? So, let's learn this concept in a different way. I'm Sai Sumant and welcome to Skills Grow. This is a new concept, that is dependency injection in Angular JavaScript. In this video, we are going to learn what is dependency injection, why is dependency injection, where do we use dependency injection, advantages and disadvantages of dependency injection. Inversion of control. It is another word to dependency injection. This means instead of taking away control flow to a new object when needed in decoupled objects, it passes the alert or data to the object to perform the job on their own. What is dependency injection? Dependency injection is to inject dependencies. Dependency injection is a software design pattern that deals with how components get hold to their dependencies. Dependency is another object which is used for the functioning of our class. Suppose we have a class that is named student. If the student class fetches data from the object student data, let us assume that the student data object contains the details of students like name, age, gender, and personal information. Here we can clearly say that the student class depends on student data object. So now the student data becomes the dependency for the student class. Now let us see how to inject dependencies. Injecting dependencies means that we should not instantiate the dependencies in the class with a new operator. Rather, take it as a constructor parameter or with a setter as shown here. Here, we do not need a dependency injection container or a class or an object to do it. But why dependency injection? Why should we inject dependencies in the first place? Let's imagine for a moment that you are programming a robot to assemble the parts of a car. First, we start programming with building the outer parts of the car and then it starts assembling the parts. When we come to engine, do we program it to build a custom engine or do we take a ready-made engine? Ready-made engine would be the best choice. In the same way, dependency injection is done. It decouples or loosely couples your class's construction from the construction of its dependencies. Now, in order to figure out what dependencies do our class need and how to instantiate the dependencies, we have a simple solution for it. We have to enter the dependency injection container. That is a service locator. For instance, it contains a map of dependencies our class needs with the logic on how to instantiate those dependencies. Class 1. Data contains dependency 1. Class 2. Data contains dependency 2 and dependency 3. This is a dependency injection container. Every time we call the dependencies via get dependency, the dependency injection container will find out which dependency to use. If it's available, then it gets the dependency. If not, it will create and store the dependency and loads it. If we want a generic dependency, we only need to update the container. Advantages. We do not have to worry about instantiation of dependencies. Injector to manage and retrieve dependencies. Reusability of code. Logic abstraction. And the disadvantages. Difficulties because of separation of responsibilities. Programmers find the style strange. Cannot achieve dynamic injection at the runtime, and increases complexity. Thank you for watching the video and see you soon.